protect him. Now you got Mark Viento's got to be very careful. I know they highlighted him before the game. He can't beat you. He's facing another lefty here. Mark Viento likes to sit on pitches in different situations of the count.
Tipped and held on to by Wells. Yeah, talking with Albert Pujols, who is especially compared to Dusty Baker on the other side, and a more inexperienced manager. He's had some success as a manager, but he has said that he thinks through with his coaching staff every scenario, and he is fully prepared for first pitch, for all the things that may occur as the night goes on. And that's why Albert has aspirations to manage in the big leagues, and one would assume will someday soon. Tap and foul.
And he's got guys around him that played for a long time. His bench coach is Placido Polanco. His assistant coach is Fernando Tatis Sr. And all these guys have played for a long time. Talked about the experience. He's got over 200 years of experience in that clubhouse.
Vientos to third, Machado to second, and that'll do it. 5-3.
I am naturally biased because I just joined Ridge as the chief creative partner, but I'm just going to speak facts here. It's slim, it's RFID blocking, it's awesome, it's comfortable, I love it. I carry it every day. And then every wallet at Ridge.com has like an unlimited lifetime warranty, so you don't have to worry about it falling apart. Check it out at Ridge.com.
So your credit tanked, and now you have 3 roommates. Well, you're in luck, because Self will securely report your positive rent payments to all 3 credit bureaus for free. So you can increase your credit score and improve your living situation. Get free rent reporting. Download Self today.
Meet the most insightful way to never scoop again. Litter Robot 5 Pro, the next generation of litter robot. Litter Robot 5 Pro from Whisker, the greatest invention since cats.
Tired of body pain holding you back? Try Aleve for longer-lasting pain relief. Unlike Tylenol and Advil, just 1 dose of Aleve provides up to 12 hours of relief from all types of body pain. Try Aleve.
We're Mizuho. Sound familiar? It should. Bringing a microchip powerhouse to market? Mizuho was there. Anywhere a tech company needs a corporate and investment bank, we're there. Mizuho Americas, a name worth knowing.
So many in-network doctors on ZocDoc.
Mom, we need you to focus. We need snacks.
Oh, Dr. Giselle is comforting and didn't rush me, and he can see me today. Booked.
We're losing.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Doug Jr.
Of course. 3rd grade is when I learned Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, a little snug. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The United Football League is back. Professional football in the spring. A game experienced like no other.
Beautiful throw, right on the money.
Big energy, high-flying plays, innovative tech.
Wow!
This is just the beginning.
My goodness!
This is the United Football League. It all kicks off March 27th on Fox.
Well, you saw the party here in Miami after the big home run by Caminero. How about this? Just a couple days ago, Manny went deep, Juan Soto went deep. Have never played in Quiqueya Stadium in Santo Domingo. Then Caminero went deep to right center, and that stadium and that energy was electric. Talked to Albert a little bit about that. He said there was more people outside the stadium than there were inside the stadium. That's how electric that city was.
And of course, the WBC club got a lot of the attention, but that was the first time that a major league club, the Detroit Tigers in that situation, had played a game in the Dominican in the country ever. It's unbelievable. And that's what they're trying to do, is to help not necessarily grow the game because of obviously all the success that the Dominican has had, but getting the game there, if you will.
I think the fans did their job. As they have been waiting for a long time, and not just to have a major league team to play a game, but have their heroes play there. And you know, they gave a ton of tickets to kids that grew up watching these guys, that only dreamt of seeing these guys live playing baseball.
And it had a side, or maybe it was the premier reason, really, but the larger meeting in honored victims of the 2025 Jet Set nightclub tragedy in Santo Domingo. So the event also helped to raise funds for relief efforts. So yes, it was about baseball, but it was also about community, and that's what made it so important.
I talked to Omar Minaya about it. He's with Nelson Cruz as his right-hand assistant manager, GM, and he talked about how he had kids and elderly people crying when they were going out on the field. So yeah, it was definitely first class, and it was a great tribute to the people there in the Dominican Republic.
Fernando Tatis leads it off, waits on a 1-0 from Duque Ebert. One of the best stories of the 2023 WBC. Part of the bullpen a few years ago. Ninth inning of the game against this Dominican Republic team. Struck out Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, and Rafael Devers, all swinging, and then nearly immediately signed a contract with the Tigers.
And after that outing, took pictures with all three of those guys. They asked him a little bit about that when he was coming in. He said he felt nervous. He said, hey, can't be nervous to play this game. You got to go out there and have fun and enjoy it. He sure did that. Got rewarded.
2 balls, 1 strike to Tatis, and he fouls that one straight back.
He throws a little bit of everything. The sinker, the changeup, the slider, the four-seamer. Little mix of curveballs in there. Pitched one, Double-A, for .96 ERA.
Upstairs at 93 to Tatis. Then Ketel Marte and Juan Soto.
Round 2.
Who probably wants a little revenge. That's right.
I think if you're the Dominican Republic, you want to keep attacking. Get more confidence.
And Tatis draws the walk. Talking about the legends coming out of the Dominican Republic, Julio Franco, and growing up, who didn't
try to imitate,
do that swing? Come on. George Bell, Sammy Sosa, of course, Manny Ramirez, one of the great characters of the game. Vlad Guerrero Sr., Hall of Famer. All throughout the years helping to put Dominican baseball on the major league map.
We had 30 years to imitate Julio Franco because he played for a long time.
He was playing a check over there at first base, and Tatis got back. Nearly lost his balance. Ketel Marte takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Had the RBI double in the first inning, and then later scored a 2-run first for the Dominican, who has a 5-3 lead thanks to a Junior Caminero home run. Tatis started and stopped.
One thing I noticed about Ketel Marte, early in counts, he's looking to pull the baseball. Later in the count, he's looking to kind of hit it where it's pitched. If he wants to do damage, there is no such thing as even counts. For him, they're all hitters' counts until he gets his 2 strikes.
Lifted foul behind the dugout.
A violent swing by Ketel Marte. That 1-1 count.
Missing outside with the changeup. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tatis is really trying to time him up. Ebert.
Tatis is already trying to run on 3-2. Do you think he goes?
I think so.
He stays put instead. Bouncer wide of first. Well, 4 has as much of a David and Goliath kind of matchup that this may have seemed like at first pitch. It has become a baseball game here in the 7th. And a hit by pitch. We'll ask the third base umpire if there was a swing. I think
got him right on the left elbow.
Just to check a courtesy check if nothing else, but more of a medical check here for Marte. He is in unfortunately a considerable amount of pain right now. I'm checking on that. When they do that handshake, is that more that funny bone on the elbow?
Funny bone on the elbow. You lose a little feel. You always say it's just going to hurt for about 4 to 5 minutes. Get that numbness to it. He's fine. Yep. Ouch. You lose feeling right away. He didn't go on that check swing. Doesn't get any easier now for Nicaragua. It's Soto coming up and Vladdy behind.
And again, this is the depth of that Dominican lineup, because sure, it's 1 and 2 and Tatis and Marte setting the table for 3 and 4 and 5. But really, no matter where you are in this lineup, there are threats. And that's how the Dominican Republic in this tournament will just wear out opponents. And here's Soto. Lined, base hit, right field. Playing it safe, Tatis held up, so he'll move up 90 feet, and they will be loaded for Vlad Guerrero Jr.
It's a little hanging changeup right there. Stays through it. Good hitters just feel like they have a long path through the baseball and the zone. Tatis right there playing it very smart. One of the things I always learned was, hey, you don't freeze on a line drive, you go back on a line drive.
Pitching change for Nicaragua in the 7th.
The stage is set for a weekend where IndyCar and NASCAR go back-to-back on one track. IndyCar Saturday, NASCAR Sunday.
It is on pure perfection.
Your one and only chance to see the biggest names in racing in one place.
Oh, they got a big one. Whoa!
From Phoenix Raceway. The Desert Double starts Saturday at 3 on Fox.
The United Football League is back. A game experience like no other.
Beautiful throw.
This is the United Football League. It all kicks off March 27th on Fox.
I was in search of freedom. Sarah was in search of faith. Our lives were to become one.
I am too old to bear a baby. I want you to have a child on my behalf.
She was the first of the great matriarchs. Surely nothing is impossible for God.
The Faithful begins March 22nd on Fox.
Electricity in the air. This is a Big East tournament, folks. It's time to set the score. This is what it's all about. A champion will be crowned.
You know the crowd is ready. The Big East Tournament, March 12th through the 14th on Fox and FS1.
Back here in Miami, pool play of the 2026 World Baseball Classic. Paul Severino, Yonder Alonso, the rest of our great crew with you. Day 1, 6 days of pool play, but the entire tournament runs through South Florida. Right now, pools all over the globe, but then the quarterfinals, semis, and finals will be in this building as well. Bases loaded for Vlad Guerrero Jr. Out toward left. Room for Dawson, deep enough to score a run. And Tatis Jr. is in on the sacrifice fly. Again, just a knack for driving in runs.
That's why you drive in 100 pretty much every year. Understands the game, is able to slow it down in moments like this. Gets that sinker. Not a hard throwing guy from Burton.
He may have just missed it, but mission accomplished. This down the line and foul off the bat of Manny Machado.
I think Vladdy is excited. Another productive run. Yeah, he loves it.
First and second and one out for Machado, who doubled and scored his last time up in the 6th, and gets a piece of Carlos Febles, the third base coach.
I'm sold that first base coaches and third base coaches need to be way more back, kind of like where the umpires are at on the lines. He had no time to react right there.
Just trying to get the best angle for their base runner, but boy, did they put themselves in harm's way.
I think the longer this at bat goes for Manny, the more advantage he's going to have. Time him up. He's not throwing that hard. He's not the 96, 97 miles an hour.
WBC debut for Burton, 27 years old. Did start for their qualifying team against Spain last year, facing Machado, who's in his 3rd WBC. 2-2 in the dirt, kicks away, but close enough for Novoa that there's no advance for the base runner.
This is the beauty of this lineup, right? Do you want to go after Machado? Or you want to go after Caminero, who's got a bomb already? I would think the fastball's got to come here with one out.
Lifted foul. And that's where I am no pitching coach. Trust me on that. You know that. But I'm sure at some point there are discussions that are similar to watch batting practice. They don't hit them all out. You have to attack every once in a while. But that is ball 4, and it loads the bases for Junior Caminero, who gave the Dominican Republic the lead his last time and gave this ballpark even more life.
Yeah, took that little baby cutter. One of the fastest swings in baseball. That ball had gears. It looked like a line drive in the gap. Boy, he got it started. A moment he's been waiting for all his life.
Four for 11, couple of grand slams last year. Swings and misses, and an 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball.
That swing right there wasn't to try to hit a nice line drive the other way. He wanted to bring them all in.
Marte, Soto, Machado, the runners. Broken bat down the line, foul.
This is for a guy like Burton, 27 years old. Experience plays a role. Had Manny 0-2 and walked him. You see what he does here with Caminero. He started kind of running away from Manny as the at bat was getting longer and longer.
Tatis, stay fair, stay fair. Almost. For Burton, not a lengthy career, but certainly some success. A 2.36 ERA on the semi-pro circuit. But not many moments like this. 0-2 to Caminero.
I would think the changeup is in play. At some point, he hasn't really landed that slider for a strike. He has landed the split change.
Try the breaking ball again and smothered by Novoa. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pressure gets ratcheted up even more. Two. Ground ball up the middle. To the bag for 1, on to first, and Trujillo digs it out. Really slick defense there by Nicaragua. Limits the damage, 1 run home. And Dusty Baker's crew still with some life, but work to do here in Miami.
Blue Chew is a telemedicine service connecting men with licensed medical providers prescribing ED meds. The best part? The first month is free.
Ben forgot his hat that hides his thinning hair. Uh-oh. But since choosing Nutrafol Men, he's on track for a comeback. Hats off to you, Ben. Hats off to you.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Buying a new car? You need WeatherTech. Perhaps a nice used car? You need WeatherTech. Or maybe you're still driving Old Faithful. You need WeatherTech. No matter the age of your vehicle, American-made WeatherTech products are the solution. Because messes don't care what year your vehicle is.
See? You do need WeatherTech.
Order your American-made protection at WT.com.
When I started Walton Goggins Goggle Glasses, I needed a website. And GoDaddy Aero uses AI to make a beautiful website so fast it'll blow my customers' noggins while they're shopping for Goggins for their noggins.
If it's Saturday night, it's baseball night in America, only on Fox.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with pitch, hit, and run, you can make a lasting impact. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
7th pitcher of the night for the Dominican Republic, Camilo Doval, last year splitting time with the Giants and the Yankees. Figures to be the setup man in the Bronx this summer. His 2nd WBC. A couple of games for the DR in 2023. 1 hit in 2 1/3 scoreless. He'll face Omar Mendoza, then Trujillo and Novoa in the 8th inning of a 6-3 game. Ground ball, Machado, backhand. Few make that play look as easy as that. Been doing it for over a decade.
Well, you tell me about it. I got to play long toss with him every offseason. This is what he does. A little flick of the wrist. Laddie just loves it. We've seen him do it for a long time. Former shortstop, now 3rd baseman.
So many parts of that play are great, but I want your thoughts as a first baseman. How about the throw chest high?
Yeah, because a play like that, you're expecting the worst, right? Yeah. Short hop or high throw. No, throws it right on the money. And that's something you work on while you're throwing long toss in the offseason. It's not just throwing long toss, it's throwing it, making sure you're hitting your target at all times. And see Vladdy there saying, oh man, I've seen that for a long time.
Well, a really slick defensive play for the first out. And there's good defense last half inning. Trujillo on the other side of that, the double play that helped to limit the damage. And we've seen him pick a couple of balls over there at first base.
That's so much confidence goes when you have a guy at first base that can pick everything.
Machado, not again. Not again. Oh, not again. Oh, man.
He's been doing it for a long time. You think the first one was a good one? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Stop hitting it to him. Picture perfect. Fans are loving it. Everybody's loving it.
Putting on a display over there at third base this half inning for Manny Machado.
Why they call him el ministro de la defensa, minister of defense. Can't throw it to him, can't hit it to him.
He's got gold gloves on that potential Hall of Fame resume. This one to third. That one foul.
Take a look at this right here.
Which one is this? The last one?
This is the last one. That's all you can do is laugh.
Just spectacular defense at third base for a long, long time. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Novoa. The backstop for Team Nicaragua. He'll utilize his timeout. Nicaragua running out of time right now. Just 4 outs to play with. Vladdy foul territory. That one off the netting and into the seats.
What a nugget of Camilo Duval. 23 siblings and half siblings. Talk about how that group text is going.
As an only child, I cannot wrap my brain around that. I'm sorry. It's a lot.
Man, that's awesome. A baseball team.
And he's representing them all here in the World Baseball Classic. Check at first. Lance Barksdale says no swing. 2-2.
So much talk of who is going to be the third baseman for this Dominican team. Caminero, Manny, Jose Ramirez, Rafael Devers. So you can talk about third base. You can talk about shortstop. You can talk about first base. There's so many great infielders for the Dominican squad.
We're doing this again. This much more routine for Machado. He makes the play, and he makes a lot of people happy in that half inning. Terrific defense for Machado. A lead for the Dominican Republic. A great display of defense.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin D punches back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears.
TrueWork designs performance workwear engineered with advanced materials to be lighter, warmer, faster drying, and ready for real job site conditions. TrueWork, performance workwear. Shop now at truework.com.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah? Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen, doing subway tile and an ivory Or eggshell.
Cream.
Maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall?
For everyone who talks about doing that
And
thing,
over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
So your credit tanked, and now you have 3 roommates. Well, you're in luck, because Self will securely report your positive rent payments to all 3 credit bureaus for free. So you can increase your credit score and improve your living situation. Get free rent reporting. Download Self today.
None of this was imaginable 30 years ago. Gonzaga is like basketball fields of dreams. It's like a family.
We all got confidence. He got confidence. We're going to the Final Four.
To the championship!
That was a killer shot, man.
We're beating teams 30, 40 every night.
Another chapter to this miraculous story!
It's one of the greatest stories in the history of sports.
She's sick and she's lying about it.
She's prepping another surgery. Joe, I am trying to make the most of the time I have left. You took this job you couldn't handle. No mistakes.
Doc, all new Tuesday on Fox.
This is a Big East tournament, folks! A champion will be crowned.
You know the crowd is ready. The Big East Tournament, March 12th through the 14th on Fox and FS1.
Welcome back. Team Dominican Republic trying to pick up a win in their opener of pool play of the World Baseball Classic. A 6-3 lead, last of the 8th inning. Osman Gutierrez takes over out of that Nicaragua bullpen, facing Julio Rodriguez and then Austin Wells and Geraldo Perdomo.
Sinker changeup slider, 93 to 95 miles an hour.
Lifted out toward left, hit deep, carrying out there and gone. A home run for Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez has left the building. Hanging slider. Oh man, he knew it as soon as it left his bat. Not only did he know, but the backflip afterwards was just as impressive.
Yes, it was. This one to left. Wells retired. Yeah, he put the bat right back at the batter's box.
I mean, hanging slider all over it. Already had a hit in his game. Big RBI. And oh my goodness, number 44 has joined the party.
Opens up the scoring. And that lead now at 7-3 for the Dominican Republic. And he's comfortable hitting here, that's for sure. His first big league home run came in this ballpark against his current teammate with the Dominican Republic, Sandy Alcantara, back in 2022. First of 112 so far in the big leagues.
I think for Julio as well in 2023, they didn't have the offensive tournament that he would have liked. There was a little bit of bad taste coming into the first game here of this tournament. I talked to him in spring training, and there was this little chip on his shoulder wearing this uniform. He wanted to come back and deliver for his country.
3 balls and a strike to Geraldo Perdomo, who walked, stole a base in the 2nd inning. Officially 0 for 2 tonight. More insurance as the offense has come to life late here for the Dominican Republic. Perdomo has to move his feet. That one to the backstop. It'll be a 1-out walk.
We talked about the 30-30 threat that he brings. Had it last season, but put some good weight in the offseason. Feels really good about himself. Plays every day in center field, Julio Rodriguez, and feels there's another level to his game. And he showed it with that swing.
And now Tatis, top of the order. Single and a run scored in the 1st inning, a walk and a run scored in the 7th. Softly hit, looped into center field, a base hit. Perdomo on his way to 3rd. Throw is a little bit late. And moving to 2nd is Tatis.
Boy, this was so well done. It's a little hanging slider, stays through it. But I think the play here is a secondary by Perdomo. He sees it. The play is right in front of him. Hits the bag perfectly. Head first slide, and Tatis gets that extra base. There's just really no letdown for this Dominican squad right now.
And even when they go to the bench, their star power. Pinch hitting for Ketel Marte is O'Neal Cruz,
who ranks 100th percentile in exit velo, barrel percentage. It's loud when it comes off his bat.
Now Ketel Marte was hit by a pitch his last time, so not sure if it had to do with that or just an opportunity to get Cruz an at bat here, get something under his belt. But either way, he hits with runners on 2nd and 3rd, infield in for Nicaragua, and a ball away. And you love the passing along of information.
He's talking about his off speed. He gets an off speed. I think he aced the test. Got the chance in the offseason to see O'Neal Cruz hit with an aluminum bat.
That's scary.
He was hitting balls here in this ballpark at the Jumbotron center field.
That's a ways out there. This one pop foul back behind home plate.
And I know it was aluminum bat, but it was hit very far.
That's a long way. It's 400 to the wall, and I'd say it's at least another 100, 150, and then up in the air. So that's something. This is something too. That is long gone into the 2nd deck. A 3-run shot off the bench.
Dominican Republic, O'Neal Cruz, welcome to the party. Talk about extension and elevation. Are you not entertained?
Oh, wow. The longer this tournament goes on, the harder the seamstress will have to work to keep that jacket looking crisp, because it's going to get worn out with this offense.
Well, we talked about his power.
To 3, and the last, what, 45 minutes or so, this is the Dominican Republic offense that we expected coming into this tournament.
but it's the way they did it. A walk, a base hit, the bomb. Haven't seen that in previous World Baseball Classic by this Dominican team. It has been relied all on the big swings. You put pressure on a team, more than not, these hitters are going to pay.
450 feet and about 117 miles an hour off the bat. Just a question of how far up in the second deck that was going to go. Most of the time you're there, you're not worried about your nachos getting splattered all over the place with a home run. Perhaps not in this tournament. Years old, his WBC debut, and in his first at bat, a 3-run homer. Juan Soto draws the walk.
I mean, just take a look at this swing and how loud. Oh, man. Woo! Lean on me.
You know what? He didn't even admire it. He just looked at the dugout.
I mean, the best look is from that third base dugout.
A pitching change for Team Nicaragua.
When you put that jersey on, something comes over you.
Welcome to the World Baseball Classic. Bryce Harper, Polsky, Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge. Absolute madness!
The World Baseball Classic, Great Britain versus USA, only on Fox.
Saturday, we've got a huge Big East regular season finale on Fox College Hoops.
Here we go.
Fourth-ranked UConn takes on Marquette. Saturday at 12:30 Eastern on Fox College Hoops.
We need to get comfortable with breaking barriers.
Women's basketball was never televised when I was growing up.
Now we have social media.
People want to be a part of it.
For 3, banks it in!
We brought something they hadn't seen.
The way the game was played exploded.
38-0. That is what your goals and dreams are.
Every sport deserves a moment like this.
In the land of Israel, before the Gospels, before the cross, there was David.
King Saul, you have nothing to fear from me. Please tell me how to help you.
Under the eyes of a mad king, he was hunted. Under the weight of destiny, he stood tall. And under the hand of God, he became a legend.
This day, the Lord will conquer you, and I will kill you.
I'm Zachary Levi, and this is David, King of Israel. Streaming now on Fox Nation.
Spring is the time to join Fox Nation. Sign up for just $2.99 a month. Start streaming today.
The most addictive medical drama on TV is back.
I need to get my life back before it's too late.
Doc, all new Tuesdays on Fox.
Pride and energy, no shortage of it.
Dominicana.
Now this one ripped down the line. Fair ball to the corner. Vladdy with extra bases. Green light around third. And Junior Lake, the pinch runner, scores. Tack on another. And another RBI for Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Well, you keep having quality at bats throughout the game. Baseball gods will eventually reward you. Drove in 2, doing the right things. Gets a little two-seamer on the hands. Doesn't try to do too much. Gets the barrel inside that baseball. Rocket down the line for an RBI.
And now this becomes a big at-bat here with The runner on base and Manny Machado. Should Machado join the club here, that would make it a 10-run lead, and therefore the game would be over with the early termination rules. Don't have to finish the inning if they get it to 10. Brian Torres out of the Nicaragua bullpen trying to prevent that from happening. Dominican with 2 in the 6th. That was the Caminero home run. Then 1 in the 7th. 5 so far here in the 8th. The bats have woken up.
Took a little bit of time, but man, when they wake up.
11 runs, 13 hits, the home run. This is what you'd expect.
Correct.
Just about everybody getting in the mix, but that was the big swing. Caminero's home run really woke everybody up on the Dominican side.
It was who was going to be first to break the ice. For the couple exhibition, it had been Soto. Today it was Caminero's turn.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Machado, and he takes outside. So Junior Lake took over for Soto at first base. That play in front of him, there he goes.
Yeah, everything's right in front of him. Understands the wheels, and this is something that Junior Lake's going to have to do, right? Come in late in games and pivotal games. Albert's kind of using his whole bench.
Pinch runner is Ahmed Rosario taking over for Manny Machado. Carlos Santana comes off the bench to hit for Caminero. And that's the 9th batter of this inning. Santana takes outside.
Carlos Santana with the longevity of his career. Switch hitter, ranks 8th all-time in home runs, 335. He ages like fine wine. Good defender, great teammate.
Turned 39 in April. That one to first. Nice play over there by Trujillo. And again, the score probably not in their favor, but got to be impressed with that defense 2 away here in the 8th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the World Baseball Classic Incorporated and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. First and third and 2 outs for Julio Rodriguez.
Once again, Paul, aced that copyright.
2 for 2. I've got
2 for 2 today.
I got 8 more. I got 8 more. So let's pace ourselves. 300 gets you to the Hall of Fame, so I really only have to do it right one more time.
All right.
Julio with a big home run in this one, and now floats it toward left center, down for a base hit. Another RBI. Santana on his way to third.
I think if you're Albert Pujols, you're clawing for one more run, so you don't have to use another arm in that bullpen.
That's what I was going to say. If this was a regular season major league game, middle of a 15-day stretch, you're probably thinking, okay, don't take the extra base. But you make a great point there. Even with the day off, if you can save an arm and get another run here and not worry about a 9th inning, that's right. That's big.
They all count.
His RBI output from the last WBC, and a refresher on the first round, the pool play, and the quarterfinal rounds of the early termination rules. After 5, if it's a 15-run spread, and after 7, if you're up or down by 10, the game is over. And Austin Wells down the right field line into the glove and into foul territory and into the 9th inning. But a 6-spot opens it up. Power all over the place for the Dominican Republic.
At Mizuho Americas, we know this course, and this one, and this one, and definitely this one. We know them well because we're experts in banking and global markets. Mizuho Americas, a name worth knowing.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Fear Factor. Here we go. 14 people who will confront their worst fears and live with each other. Oh, they think it's so easy right now. It's going to get so much worse.
Fear Factor House of Fear, all new Wednesdays on Fox.
We call it the Unhappy Hour.
And watch anytime on Hulu.
So what's it like being a doctor in Port Wynn?
This town is ridiculous.
Tuesdays, Best Medicine is all new.
I don't care about festivals or games.
I'm here to work, and you can watch it anytime.
I love it here. I love knowing my neighbors.
It's the warmest, most delightful, and most charming show of the new year.
Come on, admit it. You're starting to like it here.
Release me, please.
Best Medicine is all new. Tuesdays on Fox or watch anytime.
Meet the most insightful way to never scoop again. Litter Robot 5 Pro, the next generation of litter robot. The new Waste ID system detects the type of bathroom visit. Number 1 leaves time to clump, and number 2 cycles quickly for instant odor management. Built-in cameras identify each cat using facial recognition for real-time insights. Litter Robot 5 Pro from Whisker, the greatest invention since cats.
The stage is set for a weekend where IndyCar and NASCAR go back-to-back on one track. Your one and only chance to see the biggest names in racing in one place.
Here he comes.
From Phoenix Raceway, the Desert Double starts Saturday at 3 on Fox.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by Authority of World Baseball Classic Incorporated and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
You knew they would hit home runs. The question was just how loud would they be? How far would they go? Very and a long way. StatCast takes a look at the home runs, and it started to look like a fireworks show here.
It was just a matter of time when it was going to happen. You knew the power display was in full effect at some point in this game for this Dominican team, and it was a treat.
And of course, Albert Pujols knows a thing or two about not just home runs, but big-time home runs in big spots.
Yeah.
Gregory Soto takes over here in the 9th inning. And Jeter Downs will pinch hit here for Sandoval to begin the 9th inning.
Soto has been outstanding in spring training. A lot better command, sinker, slider. We know the weapon, right? 97 to 100 miles an hour fastball.
Foul back, still 0-2 to Downs.
Junior Lake, Eric Gonzalez, Ahmed Rosario.
Gonzalez, a late ad, flew in today, in fact, after Jeremy Pena's injury. So shaking up that roster up until just before first pitch, really.
Jeter Downs, big trade with the Mookie Betts. Led him from Boston to the Dodgers.
Played in Japan last year.
Named after Derek Jeter. Another Miami, South Florida guy.
That's right. WBC debut for Gregory Soto, who deals a 2-2 pitch. Sweeper misses to run the count full. Ground ball through the left side and a base hit. Mentioned the big home runs in big spots. Yeah, Albert Pujols back in 2005 against Brad Lidge.
The setup of a lifetime. Knew the slider was coming after the first pitch of the at-bat.
Team Israel manager Brad Ausmus behind the plate on that one. Remind me not to ask him about that. I'm sure it's, even though it's 20 plus years past, not anything he wants to really dive into, I'm sure.
Never forget. I've asked Brad Ausmus that, actually. He was the assistant GM for the Padres.
Right.
He said, you know, every time I look at that tape, the results are still the same. That's what he says every time. Nothing's changed.
Now Chesler Cuthbert, who's had a little taste of the big leagues, digs in. Dusty Baker getting some guys their first at bats, and Cuthbert down the line, and that'll sneak foul.
Cuthbert, the World Series champion with the Kansas City Royals.
Back in 2015, 33 years old.
Yeah. Tough pitch hit at bats, huh? You're facing Soto, one of the premier left-handers in the game.
There's a strike. And again, a quick turnaround for Nicaragua. So perhaps not just the score, well, mainly the score, but because of that quick turnaround, wanting to get maybe his starters out, get a quicker start on the night and the prep and the rest and all of that stuff. They have the Kingdom of the Netherlands tomorrow at noon. Netherlands played this afternoon.
We talked to Dusty about that. He said, hey, it's going to be a quick turnaround. They did a little scouting earlier today, watching the Netherlands team, preparing for tonight's game as well.
They'll turn to Erasmo Ramirez to start the game tomorrow.
You're looking at Nicaragua, right? You want one win. If you can get one win, you pick and choose.
Left side off the glove of Perdomo. Back-to-back hits. Downs on his way to third. And the bench players making the most of their opportunities late in the ninth inning.
A rarity, right? Pinch hits, 2 for 2. But Jeter, Downs, Cuthbert.
So with 3 outs to play with, and they've got to make up 9 runs. I will ask you this. I'm guessing at least through the first half of this game, there were a lot of positives for Dusty Baker and his crew to build on.
I think they pitched exceptionally well the first half of that game. I think their defense was outstanding, and they took chances on the bases. They took chances in their at-bats. They were aggressive early on. I will say this Dusty Baker team, they're going to fight. They'll be ready tomorrow. See them all still on the top deck.
Got off to a quick start, had a couple of leads in this game, and at least for the first half matched the Dominican Republic. Number of aspects, but the offense coming to life, most notably that 6th spot in the bottom of the 8th inning to really blow it open. Trying to make some late noise. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Elian Rayo, the pinch hitter, 3rd of this inning, takes ball 3. 23-year-old in his first WBC.
I think if you're Albert Pujols right now, the last thing you want to do is get that bullpen moving again.
But the bases are loaded, so Dusty's bunch not going quietly.
Good mound visit right here. Bullpen's going to get going. Elvis Alvarado is the one warming up right now. This is again one of those visits. Hey, slow it down. Runner on third doesn't matter. Just make your pitches.
And Wellington Spade, the pitching coach for the Dominican Republic. Again, just sure, you've got the 9-run cushion here. You don't want to get somebody else in the game, but maybe this is also a little, okay, first time out in this WBC. Let's figure out a way to get right so that we get back on track moving forward.
That's right. They're going to need Soto. They're going to need Soto throughout this tournament. He's a valuable left-hander out of that bullpen. He's going to have to go get big outs throughout this tournament.
Juan Montez, another pinch hitter. They have a full bench, Team Nicaragua. They go all the way to 16 position players.
A great stash.
Yet known for it, in fact, yes.
It's tremendous stash.
A la Raleigh Fingers with the handlebar.
Nothing better than a mound visit and throwing 2 strikes afterwards.
This is inside with 97 miles an hour. Montez, 30 years old, born in Guatemala, but eligible to play for the WBC. Mom was born in Nicaragua. Signed by the Orioles organization over a decade ago. So many journeys, so many paths to get here, to get this opportunity to represent your country. A chance to get him a little bit closer in this 9th inning. Takes another ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3, clipped the inside part of the plate. First out of the inning.
Yeah, I think that would be it, though, for Soto. 24 pitches in this outing. No, with the off day, yep.
And here comes Albert Pujols. Back in a moment.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. We say it's a long season and lose our minds by the 3rd inning. It's superstars climbing the wall while the rest of us strain for the remote. And Saturday night, that's locked in. Same night every week. No thinking required. You bring the couch, we'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America, only on Fox.
This brain is 4% larger than average from watching FS1's daily shows, engineered to activate your logical thinking and decision-making. Colin Cowherd. First Things First. And Barstool. Weekdays on FS1. No brainer.
Electricity in the air. This is a Big East tournament, folks. This is what it's all about. A champion will be crowned.
You know the crowd is ready. The Big East Tournament, March 12th through the 14th on Fox and FS1.
The stage is set. For a weekend where IndyCar and NASCAR go back-to-back on one track. IndyCar Saturday, NASCAR Sunday.
It is on pure perfection.
Your one and only chance to see the biggest names in racing in one place.
Oh, that's a big one. Whoa!
From Phoenix Raceway. The Desert Double starts Saturday at 3 on Fox.
Well, believe it or not, Shohei Ohtani shined on the big stage. Opener for Team Japan. Yeah, just a grand slam. Just another day in the life of Shohei Ohtani.
Unreal. You know, you think you've reached the potential of, okay, this is what we're going to see, and then he just gets better and better.
It is unbelievable to watch. And you're right, he just continues to raise his own bar, which is just about as high or higher than anyone else. Brandon Layton off the bench. 5 consecutive pinch hitters here for Dusty Baker. Want to get everybody involved. Layton, 27 years old, participated in the 2023 WBC. Comes up empty against Elvis Alvarado, his WBC debut.
Out of Sabaneta, Dominican Republic. I think he's found his home with the Athletics. 37 games, 3.19 ERA. 50 strikeouts, though, in 42 innings. He's got life.
Line to first. That'll be a double play, and that will be an opening win for the Dominican Republic. 12-2, the final score. You, again, had the feeling that they might put up double digits and hit some home runs. You thought maybe they were going to start it that way and then carry it the rest of the night. It took them a while to click offensively, but they and Venezuela opening with wins, and those two teams will face off in the pool play finale coming up on Wednesday. But a lot of baseball in between then and now.
Yeah, I think I was most impressed by that bullpen for the Dominican Republic. They used 8 guys, no earned runs. Obviously, we knew the power that this Dominican team has. We knew the defense this Dominican team had. All around, 14 hits, 12 runs. I think they answered the bell. I think the game was a lot tighter than what the score seems. That first half of this game was a tight one. But after that Caminero home run, oh man, the gates were wide open for this Dominican offense.
That was the swing for the deep breath that they needed to open it up. 12 runs, 14 hits, and a win for the DR. They'll go into tomorrow's off day on a high note. Pool D play continues through Wednesday, March 11th here in Miami. Tomorrow, we kick things off with a matinee featuring Nicaragua and the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Coverage begins at noon local time. Then in the nightcap, Israel makes their 2026 tournament debut as they take on Venezuela. For Yonder Alonso, the rest of our great crew, Paul Sobrino saying goodbye and good night from South Florida. Thanks for watching the 2026 World Baseball Classic.
Nerves. That's how it looked. Watching them, struggling to get the ball in the glove, throw the ball across.
You know what you're going to get from Vavra? Those reminders, hey, get set, trust what you see, and for the guy on the mound, keep throwing strikes.
Well, he's been filling up the zone in this start, and despite the activity and the madness that has been going on behind him, particularly in that first inning, his demeanor hasn't really changed, Novak.
13 pitches, 11 strikes that first inning.
Like that through the front door. Chen-Wei Chen, the left fielder, number 9 hitter.
Go back in the repeat now with a heater.
And Chen rips a base hit into right field. A 2-out single. Continues the second inning and turns the lineup over.
Going back to why I thought the heater was better. Once a left-hander sees this and he times you and that baseball is so close to your front eye, watch this. It's land early. Already saw it. Let's execute. You go fastball there, you might freeze him thinking velocity and to get the arms extended. That's just a good piece of hitting.
Chinese Taipei had as many hits their first trip through the order today than it had the first 2 games combined. From